Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. I don't know. We have a speaker?
Ed will lead you through this part of it because
Good evening. My name's Ed Curtin, helping the redevelopment commission kind of navigate everything with this. You should have a couple things in front of you. One is the resolution that the declaratory resolution that the redevelopment commission passed at their last meeting. You also have the economic development plan that goes along with the creation of the tax increment financing area. And you have the resolution for the redevelop, or the plan commission to hopefully adopt tonight. So what you're looking at is Dunkirk, through its redevelopment commission, wants to establish or create a tax increment financing area. And you have a map that goes along with that. And this is the second in a four-step process that's laid out by state statute. So the first step is it starts at redevelopment with a declaratory resolution that comes to Plan Commission to make sure that what is being proposed is consistent with the plans that the city has. The next step will be to go to City Council for them to take a look at it. And then the fourth step goes back to the redevelopment commission. They actually have a public hearing. We provide a 10-day notice for that public hearing. One of the things that also happens at that meeting is, or prior to that, is financial advisor will put together a tax impact statement that identifies what the impacts may or may not be to any of the taxing entities that could be touched by this TIF area. So with that, I'll be happy to try and answer any questions. I sort of think we had a unanimous decision at the redevelopment commission, and I think if you approve this tonight, then we'll proceed to the city council as our next step.
I apologize, this is the first time they're seeing this.
Understand.
Let's give them a minute
So the resolutions were developed by a fellow by the name of Adam Steuerwald, who was with Barnes and Thornburg, big law firm in Indy, and they do this for a lot of communities around the state. The economic development plan is what I put together, and I created the map that goes along with the economic development plan and the declaratory resolution. And the intent was, behind the economic development plan, is to provide enough flexibility for Dunkirk to be able to address a number of issues or opportunities as they may present themselves. One of the things that I think kind of unfortunately has happened is when the state passed SEA 1, it's going to tend to have a negative impact on communities. So actually creating the TIF area gives Dunkirk a better opportunity to capture tax dollars and then be able to use that for the benefit of the citizens in Dunkirk. Do you have the big plan that shows the TIF area?
This part, isn't it?
The other pages are just what the development did and then
So we're getting the big map to make it a little easier to see what we're talking about here.
Is this farmland over here?
I believe so.
And then this actual,
Yeah. So Kind of a little bit better version maybe of what we're talking about. So the hashed areas are all the areas that we're looking to incorporate into a TIF area.
This here is the new 10 acres we took in.
Okay.
This will be all the commercial buildings, the old Indiana Glass, all downtown, out to Ardall.
Yeah,
This is the loading dock at Ardall. That was never in, but it is now.
right.
And then your industrial park.
And then actually some park area so that we can actually expend funds in the park if we need to, so.
And just that small part down there is gonna be the new part.
Yes. I believe you have some folks interested in doing the development, right?
Yeah, we've got, Monday or Friday, the quotations was due for developer on the 10 acres out there for anywhere from 32 to 50 apartments. Some senior, some multifamily, some single. We had 3 companies interested, so they'll interview them May 14th, and then we'll go out for bids once we get it established.
So you said it'd be 32 or 50?
32 to 50, it's just according to what design that we pick out. So it's pretty nice stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, because of SEA 1 having a larger number of residents allows you to capture more local income tax. So having a multifamily development it ultimately is better for them.
Yeah, they pass theirs first. And we have to decide if we're gonna pass ours. And then that will go to the council. And then it has to go back to the development for a public hearing for the final
Yes.
passage. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
That date will be at
We
a
have-
later time then.
I'm sorry?
You'll have that at a later time.
Yes, so what we're looking at is, I think we're thinking we'll go to city council on Monday. We need to get the financial advisor on board because they've got to do the calculations to figure out what the impacts are. So once we know that's kind of taken care of, then we'll set the meeting for the redevelopment commission because we've got to do it in a way that we have plenty of time to do the 10-day
Who's
notice.
the financial advisor?
It'll likely be a firm called Baker Tilly.
Okay.
And again, they do this kind of thing for a lot of communities.
I've read the names. So.
Okay. Yeah.
I've heard that name too.
And I think they've helped the city on some things as well, so.
Who came up with a median income?
We had developers do that.
Sorry. That's not high to you? 36,000?
Run that by me again.
No, not for the factory.
Well, for the factory, but
24.
a lot of them don't live here.
We know that.
The median income, I just.
So
that's for the whole
that
county.
likely came from the Indiana stats.
Yeah.
Oh, that's for the whole county?
Yes.
Yeah, but just us. Okay,
Here's,
that makes more sense. then.
Here's some of the stuff they do. We haven't sat down and picked them out yet. but
Judy wants to go.
you guys can look at this. Just in the back, it's got different. That's basically will be one of them designs, or all 3 of them.
Is that so be
Kind of looks like it's like it's houses, doesn't it?
Different.
a two-story?
For the single family, yes.
I think those
Younger people, I did want to say that.
That's on the first draft.
Younger people than you, you say.
Oh,
okay.
brought over.
Was
Was this the first one?
This is the second.
At the second
Oh,
one.
Yeah, this is different. You can flip the back of it. I'm not saying if you look at it there,
What are these like these places?
retirees.
The retirement ones, did you see them?
No, like, which ones are they? He said it was one school.
They're talking about maybe some single homes and some apartments and, I don't know. Oh, cookie.
Trying to look at the front page for
We want to see what we might have.
Yeah.
Not be smaller than that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's like, it was on the horse, on the horses.
these will be the retirement, so have two drives, a garage, you still.
No, somebody will live on this side, somebody else on this side.
See, they call it
Is this Main
Golden
Street?
Housing, yeah, that's Main Street, this is how you come in.
So that's.
This is just, one design. The Golden Housing, you might only have half, you might only have half, there's a summer, flood zone, so we gotta adjust around.
Look what they have some homes look. There's at least one.
That's for, almost in 10 years, you're still driving, you still get around.
Down, we
That's
have
okay.
down,
Yeah, yeah. That's, and how many,
Yeah.
like, how many bedrooms?
down past
Two.
the place, right?
There's some.
We're trying to do it all.
The townhouses, yeah, right.
Single family, multi-family, and some seniors. It might not be in this range.
Is this gold? And then
It's
these are-
really single family.
Is this just like a different arrangement other than this one? Single families and gold? Okay, so that makes sense.
I
Okay.
don't think I like that idea.
Yeah, yeah. Some people-
Anyway, once I get a final print, this is just a drawing they come up.
There's a lot of these.
This is the flood zone, that's what I'm telling you, we're moving to this.
Is that the back?
Yeah, that's where the ditch, this is that ditch. It goes.
Okay.
This is the Richard Long. It's just a whole bunch of different.
Is this
designs.
rental or is this like condo?
It's gonna be rentals.
These are.
See, these are different policies.
See, I always said, we needed this. We've needed this for years and time. It's we have done. It's a long time. Yep. Even before I got old. Yeah, really.
Still gonna get it done.
We won't let it. These are.
Apartment house, that's your two-story. Just it's gonna be multi.
Okay.
Hopefully I find a developer runs them and manages. You don't know, you don't do nothing.
That's what I was thinking, there's no, Oh, okay. So everything you kind of like.
If I can get it down, if I can let it down, that's what it is called. You got some developers who do an HOA, we need that done. I'm not sure about the clubhouse. That might work for,
If these
yeah,
are,
certain people.
if these are rentals, then that should be figured into the rent every month. Yeah, no, that's extra fee.
Right, that's right.
It should be more, it should be figured into the rent, extra fee.
If you're rich,
So no HOA, you don't need HOA, he's the ones that are taking care of the yard. Yeah, and the rent's 1,200, that's at fours, yeah.
all right, we'll go ahead. Everybody see what they need. We'll go ahead and get this order approved.
So Connie, here's the one you guys will sign, and then that was just your guys' copies.
Okay. Okay, so everybody looked over this and read it, and so do we?
We will.
And you've read over this is the plan commission order, okay. So you read over the plan commission order, you understand what this same?
Yeah, I did.
Same, okay. So I guess we need a motion.
Yes.
So if somebody feels comfortable doing
I'll make
that,
a motion to approve
okay, and do we have a second?
I second.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second to approve this planning commission order. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay.
Thank you very much. And if you could sign the resolution, then we'll put that whole packet together to send to city council.
If you don't mind, I'll make a copy and then I'll give you a
Yeah,
copy.
that'd be perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Looks like the secretary has to sign too. Yes, I'd say that's what those are. That wouldn't be bad.
So is that all we want to do?
That was all.
That's all that I have.
Yeah, you can adjourn and then look at that.
Well, maybe, if that was this one, you may not work out, because you're gonna have to work much, but you're not gonna, you know. It's still a state, if you're in the garage, you might hear something like this.
That's your planning commission. Yeah. So I keep that. No, this is just your guys' copy. Well, and then I have to, I'll make you a copy.
They'll see their name in the class or with, then we can adjourn.
Okay,
I have to file a copy of
okay, okay, so we have two students here. Okay, you wanna stand up and introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, my name's Elijah Sutton.
Judy. You need to write Elijah Sutton,
Yeah, what's his name?
student.
Elijah Sutton.
Oh, boy.
E-L-I-J-A-H.
What?
Go ahead, spell.
E-L-I-J-A-H.
E
L-I.
L I J
J-A-H.
H. Sutton.
Sutton.
Yeah, what,
Millspaw. Here we go.
Government.
Government.
Cameron Free, and I'm in this Millspaws government class too.
Thank you.
Cameron, what's your last name?
Camden Fraley.
Cameron. Cameron, very good. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Candy Craig. That's right, it's not, looks like. So I need to. Okay.
Yeah, do we, yeah, take a motion to adjourn? Second. Okay, all those in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.